here we are again, doing a little reactionary thing to Marvel's Avengers. It's been a while since I sat down to record one of these, and it's honestly, at this point in time, it's been a while since I sat down to do a video of any sort. So I'm just going to give you kind of a quick recap, and then I'm just going to give my thoughts. And yeah, this is a kind of a hot take over my past hour or so of gameplay. Basically, Kamala and Hulk are on a quest at this point in time to try and find more information about Tony Stark and the rest of the Avengers, but in order to do so, they have to get this uplink. That way Jarvis is able to actually, work properly. So after a mission, you do acquire the uplink, and then lo and behold, we find Tony Stark. Now, that's kind of like the Cliff Notes paraphrased version of what happens.
What does it feel like? Not having an uplink, I mean. Is it like losing your memory?
I'm not sure what the human equivalent would be. I suppose it's like being locked out of the library.
Oh!
It was fun. It took a while. I was slightly annoyed in a couple of places just because, each character does play relatively different. The scene where you're kind of like in the Alps, or the mission where you're in the Alps doing the thing with, trying to acquire the uplink. I did find it slightly annoying that I had to stay in one place as the Incredible Hulk, and literally all these enemies are coming at you from all these different places, and you kind of have to, it's like this balance between leaving the area, going to fight them, and then coming back. And of course they're trying to get the uplink as well, because they realize what you're doing, so they're trying to prevent you from doing so. There was slightly an annoyance there, and I remember that's actually the place, the first time I started playing this game, that's the place where I stopped playing, because I kept dying, and I was just like, this is dumb. This is evidently meant to be made. This is obviously meant to be played with a group. This time though, I was able to do it. After acquiring the uplink though, and I believe after, kind of familiarizing yourself with the ship a little bit more, we get some options to go do some different things with Hulk. Hulk's tree kind of opens up, or his missions kind of open up and allow you to go do his thing to acquire like a cosmetic item or something like that. Lo and behold though, it's like super high level mission, that you have to do to get that item, and I died a couple times. One time, it was because Kamala could not get up and revive me where I was at, which was mildly annoying, as well as the next time basically just being one-shotted by the boss a couple of times. So I was like, I'll do it later. Then, around that time anyways, I noticed that I had some credits to buy a different skin anyways, but I'll get to that skin, I'll get to that mission eventually whenever I can just breeze through it with no problem as playing, one person basically. I enjoyed this hour or so that I sat down with this game this time. I didn't have too many issues with it, honestly. There were a couple annoyances here and there. It feels like it intentionally slows you down in some areas. Like, for instance, the game's already taught me how to play, how to fight, how to defend myself, and how to play the game. So to kind of go back into the harm room and go through basically those tutorials again another time, I mean, it was helpful since I haven't played the game in a while, but at the same time, just trying to put it in context, it's like, had I been playing this the day it came out, I'd have been like, well, I've already done this, like, I just did this. Now, granted, Iron Man kind of feels different from the other Avengers, and that's fine, but at the same time, it was kind of annoying to have to do that again. It was nice, though. I did enjoy playing as Iron Man for that brief time, and, I can kind of see now, really, that, the mission is reassemble. I'm sure we're going to, each time you acquire a new Avenger, you're going to have new missions that they can do, and they have missions specific to them, and you're going to kind of move the story along. They're going to get gear, the whole shebang. I didn't have a lot of problems with this playthrough so far, this chunk that I put into the game. I don't have a ton of negative things to say about it, honestly. Hulk is starting to feel kind of clunky, and I think Hulk's probably the clunkiest character out of everybody. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but originally where I hadn't really enjoyed using Tony Stark or Iron Man, I did enjoy using him this time. And I was actually thinking to myself, like, is Iron Man going to be my character? Towards the end of my play session, of course, we encounter the AIM robots that have found, surprise, they found us again, guys. They found where Tony Stark was hiding, so then it's Iron Man, Kamala, and Hulk all trying to fight the AIM robots, and he's communicating with Tarleton. And, you know, Tarleton's kind of like taunting him because, of course, at this point in time, Tarleton totally stole, you know, Tony's company, basically. So Tony's been having to, you know, grill hot dogs in a trailer on his family's property in his family's mansion. Thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, no, getting acquainted with Iron Man, I liked his makeshift armor that he kind of had to use. That felt kind of MCU-y, you know, to do that. And I gotta say, I'm not a huge Nolan North fan. I don't know why, but at the same time, I think he actually fits this role pretty well, and I got acclimated to him very fast. The biggest hurdle with this game is trying to get past, you know, the preconceived feelings, or the feelings that you already have for these characters that we've known for a really long time inside the movies. And it's just that they're different. You know, it's not going to be the same. But at the same time, I think everyone's well cast. Kamala continues to be like the best character of this game for sure. Like, Kamala is an awesome character, and she cracks me up. I love how, you know, even we as the players, as she's talking and she's doing her thing, she's like, oh, you know, geeking out about something. Even we as the players are like, yeah, like, you know, just wait until really, you know, you haven't seen anything yet type thing. Like, we at this point in time have seen more happen to the Avengers across the board than Kamala has, you know, and Kamala is a very welcome addition into, you know, the group of characters, you know, in the Avengers. She's definitely going to be an Avenger. She fits. One little note, I really like the dynamic between Bruce Banner and Tony Stark, especially, you know, they've always kind of butted heads, and I really liked that this you know, that scene where they find Tony, and, you know, Bruce is trying to kind of like pawn Kamala off to Tony, and, you know, they kind of get into it there for a second. Like, Tony just straight up decks him, knows what could happen, but does it anyway. Like, I'm ready for you. You know, Bruce's eyes kind of glow green for a minute. I enjoyed that scene. I thought it was good. I think so far the issues that many people have with this game, which to me I think the majority of people have issues with the end game, it's already kind of starting to show itself a little bit, because there are moments where I'm like, wow, I bet I need a group for this, or I bet I could use a group for this. Needless to say, though, I think the game is showing a lot of good things right now as well, and I'm not hating it. I'm not hating on it. And I'm just trying to go into it with an open mind. It's like, all right, you know, like, we're going to play this game, and we're going to try and get through it and get the experience, you know, at least for these operations. And, you know, these diary reviews, I think, are a lot of fun. It's a good way to kind of keep yourself sharp content creation wise. And yeah, I'm about to play as Tony Stark here pretty soon, or the next time I sit down to record one of these. The goal is to have these out basically before Black Panther drops. So I got to get to work and play and, you know, record and edit and do the whole shebang. But yeah, I'm not disliking it. I'm not loving it. I'm interested. I'm interested to see where the story's going, and you know, we'll see how I feel after the next episode. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. And before I go, check this out. Well, whatever possessed you to check out any of the content that you saw today, I just want to say thank you so much for doing so. If you check the description down below, you'll see that there's a variety of different projects that I'm associated with. This is Wannabe Critic Productions after all. So I just wanted to say, if you enjoyed what you saw today, consider giving some of those other projects a chance as well. There's a lot of stuff that I'm a part of that I do. If you were here for me or for someone else that you saw today, again, just thank you for checking it out, and I hope to see you again. But until next time, I'm Gabriel Fast, and I'll always be the Wannabe Critic.